This video is to show you how to do the quick edit in the digital photography module. What you'll need to do is open up the Adobe Photoshop Elements. You'll need to navigate to the Quickly Fix Photos option on our screen here. And Photoshop is going to open in the Quick Fix screen. And what you'll need to do is you'll need to have your pictures from the previous lesson, lesson 2, which was titled The Portrait Project. You're going to take one of those pictures, so you should have taken a couple of pictures of somebody, and you're going to then open those pictures up here in Photoshop, and you'll need to go to the File menu, and you'll need to open your picture. So navigate to your student folder where your picture is saved, and open that picture up. So you're going to take a picture, and you're going to use some of the tools here on the right. So in the activity guide, the quick edit activity guide, it's going to have you go through starting with number 7. We're going to need to look and see the before and after pictures. And for this case, we want a portrait picture because it's longer going up and down than left to right. That's known as a portrait. So what you're looking at here on the screen is the before picture, before we make any edits, and then after we make the edits. So you can compare the pictures. And so what it's telling us to do in our directions is to look at the different fixes here on the right, and what we want to do is try to fix the picture so that it looks more realistic, because a camera doesn't take a perfect picture. Some cameras are better than others, but they're not all going to take a picture that our eye exactly sees. So what you need to do is you can modify the picture by adjusting these slider bars. And as you can see, as we slide the bar, we can lighten the shadows, we can darken highlights, so brighter parts of the picture can be darkened, and then we can adjust the middle tones of a picture to make it a little nicer. We can adjust the saturation, how much color is in the picture. So if we take the bar and go all the way to the left, it takes out all the color, and all the way to the right makes the colors really stand out a little too much. So we want to just make it just enough where those colors stand out like they would naturally. And the hue, will adjust the different colors. We can leave that one alone. The temperature, it'll make warm colors, or it could make cool colors. So we can adjust our picture. And then the tint, also change the colors slightly, so we can adjust those accordingly. So you don't need to adjust those very much. So a slight movement in one direction or the other is what it would need in order to make the picture a little more refined. The sharpen option will make the picture a little more sharp visually, little crisper edges. If you go too much, it's going to kind of look uh, pixelated, when that means that it might look a little boxy. Lighter colors might stand out way too much, so we want to um, only use that a little bit. So these different slider bars can be adjusted any number of ways. If you're not sure, you can click the auto and see what it will suggest. As you can see here, if we look at these two pictures, they're a little different. This one has a little bit more red in her face, and this one a little less around the cheeks. So you want to try to get a picture that looks a little more natural, what your eye would see. So once you have your after completed, then you'll save this picture, and what you'll need to do is save this as a different file name. And so once this gets done doing whatever it's doing here, we'll be able to save our work. So you'll navigate to your student folder and you'll need to save your work in your period. So digital photography, and then your file name should have your last name, and then it should have the lesson that you're working on. So the quick edit is in lesson 3. So this is number 3, and then we need to label it that it's the edited picture. So our last name, the lesson number, which is 3, and then this is the edited photo, and we'll save this. So you should have your other pictures in this folder, so we can make sure that these don't save over the other ones. That's why we're naming it the way we are.